What is it about action heroes of the big screen? What is their appeal? We all know that they're just actors portraying a tough role, but they still have an allure of greatness to them. No matter how cheesy or ruthless they can be, we'll be right there rooting for them. So today, I bring you my top 10 favorite badass action heroes of the big screen. Number 10. Jules Winnfield from Pulp Fiction. Calm, cool, collected, but one bad mother. Played by Samuel L. Jackson, Jules is one of the coolest cats you'll ever meet, but you better get on his good side because he's a cold-blooded hitman. You ever hear him recite Ezekiel 25:17 and you're toast? And try not to answer too many of his questions with the word what. My favorite character in Pulp Fiction and easily claims a spot on this list. Number 9. Mr. Blonde from Reservoir Dogs. While admittedly not my favorite character in this movie, Mr. Blonde, played by Michael Madsen, is certainly the coldest and most maniacal out of the bunch. He gets sheer joy from killing people. It's like a habit. The torture he performs while dancing to Stuck in the Middle with You is easily the most memorable part of the film, and it'll leave you remembering one thing. Mr. Blonde is one badass you don't want to meet alone. Number 8. Indiana Jones. You couldn't How couldn't this guy make the list? To his students, he is Professor Henry Jones, Jr., a teacher of archaeology. But to his friends and enemies, he is Indiana. Decked out in his trademark fedora and leather jacket, Indy never leaves without his trusty bullwhip. Played by Harrison Ford, Indy hunts down lost treasures while often being pursued by Nazis hell-bent on the same goal. A true red, white, and blue American, Indiana Jones, a Nazi's worst nightmare, other than the Bear Jew from Inglourious Basterds, but he didn't make the list, so let's move on. Number 7, Charlie Wax from Paris with Love. Played by John Travolta, Charlie Wax makes me believe that this guy could have been Vincent Vega from Pulp Fiction if he worked for the good guys. Never short of a loudmouth, foul-mouthed comeback or humorous quip, Wax is an agent able to clear out whole rooms of bad guys with only a few rounds of ammo. Ruthless, loud, unorthodox, but efficient nonetheless, making Wax a clear pick for my list. Number 6, The Bride from Kill Bill. One angry lady with one goal, revenge. Played by Uma Thurman, the bride has lessons in samurai sword fighting and all kinds of martial arts. But when it all boils down, she's just a lonely, tired woman looking for the people that wronged her, and damned if she didn't get her way. One against dozens and dozens of sword fighters, and the bride comes out on top, proving that women do have a solid place in action movies if well written, and I respect that. Number 5, Marv and Dwight from Sin City. I know it's cheating putting two people in one slot, but it's too hard to pick between these two. Besides, they're pretty similar characters. Marv, played by Mickey Rourke, and Dwight, played by Clive Owen, are both hardened criminals who know what to do and how to do it. Marv is a brutal beast of a man who you don't screw with, and Dwight is a suave killer and does it with dignity. Turn the right corner in Sin City and one can find anything. Just hope it's not one of these guys. Number 4, John McClane from the Die Hard series. Always the wrong man in the wrong place at the wrong time. Played by Bruce Willis, McClane is a hardened New York cop who normally finds himself head-deep in a slew of terrorist plots. With his infamous catchphrase, "Yippee-ki-yay, mother blanker," you know he means business, and will die hard. By the end of the movies, he's beat to hell, but still pulls through. I think what makes him interesting is that he's an ordinary guy with weaknesses that finds strength in an impossible situation. Good work as always, McClane. Number 3, Dirty Harry Callahan from the Dirty Harry franchise. Any punks feeling lucky? Not with Dirty Harry around. Played by Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry is a San Fran cop who's just as ruthless and cold-blooded as the psychos and bad guys he pursues. You don't want to mess around with him when he's carrying his .44 Magnum revolver, and if you hear him making some kind of quotable speech, you know you're done for. Harry can get the job done, whichever way he can. Number 2, almost every Sylvester Stallone role. I know, again, I'm cheating, but no matter how much I love Stallone, he can pick a whole batch of similar characters. All of them are tough, menacing, brooding, ruthless, buff, and have a sinister snarl, and I love every one of them. If you want specifics, though, Take John Rambo, Ray Tango, John Spartan, Deke Da Silva, Jack Carter, Barney Ross, Marion Cobra Cobretti, and even Judge Dredd, Stallone. Every action hero every little boy wants to be. And my number one favorite badass is James Bond. I mean, who else could it be? After I did my Bond Brawls videos, you gotta know I love Bond. He's so badass, he's survived through 12 novels, 2 short story collections, 6 actors, soon to be 23 films, and an onslaught of video games. One name, one number, James Bond 007. He's got gadgets, guns, and brawn. He gets the hot babes, the great one-liners, and the efficiency to finish every job on time. James Bond. When it comes to badassery, nobody does it better.